Girl, you sweet like tum tum tum. Want you to dance to the African drum. Front on from, bum bum bum. I really gotta chew you like chewing gum. Young.
Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, hi, my name is Pamela. If today is your first time seeing this beautiful face, of course you're welcome. If you're already part of the family, thank you so much for always coming back. I love you guys so much, like it means a lot to me. If today is your first time seeing this channel or coming across this channel and you haven't subscribed but you're enjoying the content, please subscribe to my channel right now. Before I give you guys the good news, just subscribe. I mean, it won't take you more than 5 seconds to subscribe. Please subscribe right now and then let's get into the video. Okay guys, so today I am here to recommend some really good books for beginners, people who want to start reading, and then also people who like you already read and then you need like book recommendations or like books you've not read and you want to read. And then I think today I am doing African writers because that is what I enjoy reading so much, because they are so relatable and like I can relate to every single thing in the book. If you want to start reading, I am here to give you beginner friendly books that will encourage you to read. So the first book I am going to suggest, this book, the title is Bridges Are for Burning. The reason why this is the book I would suggest for a beginner is because it's a very cute book. I mean, if you are starting to read, I really believe that the cover of the book is going to make you want to read more. So most of the times I tell people who want to start reading that get books that look good and then books that are interesting. So this particular book is about friendship. They were friends, two friends, and then one got pregnant for the other one's husband. Like, I mean, it's very interesting. It has all the spice. It's an African book, so you can relate to like the settings and all of that. And then the cover too is good, and then it will keep you turning the pages. So Bridges Are for Burning is my #1 book for a beginner. The next book I would recommend for a beginner, I don't have it with me right now. I think it's one of the books that I decided to give out because I felt like the person I was giving it out to was also like a beginner. So I mean, I gave it out from my heart. The title of that book is What Happened to Janet Uzo. I put like the book here so you guys see it. The title is What Happened to Janet Uzo, and then it's also a very cute book. It's small and then it has like a lot of mysterious things. It's about like it was a school and then like there was continuous murder in the school. So there was this particular girl who was trying to like find who the murderer was, and it was so interesting. If you're a beginner, it's going to take you about like a week to finish reading. That is my second book I would recommend for a beginner. And if you also like reading and you've not read What Happened to Janet Uzo, you should rush for it. My favorite book of all time is this book, Some Angels Don't See God. This book made me, I cried for days and I had to like put the book down and reset my memory, like reset my emotions before I come back to reading the book, because God, the action doesn't start from the beginning, even though it gives you like hints of what's going to happen and all of that, but then the action starts from the middle. For the fact that I am also a mom and it's about housemaids contribute or impact the lives of children, or nannies, let me say it like that. And in this particular book, the nanny was the relative of the mother. I don't know if you get it. And I'll not spoil it. I'll not even summarize this book. See, go and buy this book, Some Angels Don't See God. Get it. And if you've read it, let me know in the comment section, because I mean, we have to talk about this book. I can't be the only one who's always talking about this book. This book is everything. So the next book we are going to be talking about is A Spell of Good Things. Spell of Good Things is also by a Nigerian author. It's by Ayobami Adebayo. Oh, I forgot to mention the authors for the other books. I'm sorry, but I'll put the pictures here so that you guys can see. A Spell of Good Things was trending when it came out. I think it came out, it should be early this year or last year. It's so relatable. You know, the reason why I love African books, specifically Nigerian and Ghanaian books, is because it's so relatable. And then this book had two sides, okay? It had this struggling family, like they were really struggling to even attend school, they were struggling to feed and all of that. Like, then there was also this other family that like everything was going on well for them, like they were rich. Not everything was going on well for them, but then they were rich. They had a political side, okay? So it just shows us the difference between the people in power, like how they are enjoying every single thing, and then the people below them are struggling. This book, I was thinking that the rich person was going to marry the poor person because it was giving me like Nigerian movie, but then it's totally different. Like the ending is crazy. How like the poor, there was this poor guy in the book who ended up working for the rich man. Like he was into politics, and then he had to like go and buy this book. This book was trending. Honey and Spice. I think if you've been watching my vlog, you'd like, I would have updated you guys when I was reading Honey and Spice. So Honey and Spice is like one of my favorites because it's a love story. It is campus love, you know. I like love, I won't lie. The fact that it's campus love and like you can relate to it, and it's by Bolu Babalola, the same person that wrote Love in Colors. I've not read Love in Colors. When I was done reading Honey and Spice, I was in an imaginary relationship. Forget. I was in love with the character. It's about this girl who's all like, she's guarded, like she's guarded her heart, and like on campus, like she's a girl that no man can go close to, you know. She doesn't like relationships and things. And there was this guy called Malachi who like was also like the top boy of the school, and like he was just playing all the girls and all that. And the girl ended up falling for the bad guy, and she was refusing to admit, and it had this whole love settings. Guys, if you've read any of the books, let them enjoy the summary below so that they'll go and buy it. I don't want to give you guys vivid summary, okay? But Honey and Spice, like, every single person is going to like be in love right after reading Honey and Spice. Leave my bones in Saskatoon. Just finished reading this book about a week ago. You can get it as a beginner too. See, let me tell you guys something. Everybody is migrating out of the country, okay? So definitely I would have it part of my plans. That's when I read this book, my mind changed. I said no, it's okay. I'm going to do vacations in camp because what? So it's a Nigerian book, Leave My Bones in Saskatoon. The writer is Michael Athemfia. And so it just talks about how the Nigerian system is so bad. Like in the book, it's so bad that it was a family of 5, yes, and then the mother and then the 3 other children were going to visit their family in the village, and then they got killed. But before they got killed, they had traveling plans, okay? So they had gotten their visa and all of that, and the husband was waiting for the mother and the kids to come back home to break the good news to them. And unfortunately they didn't get to the house, okay? So they died on their way. And then the woman was also like keeping money for the traveling, and she didn't tell the husband. So the woman died with a secret, and then the man too couldn't get to share like the good news with them. And then last the man got to travel with one of their child. I mean, the man stayed back with one of their child, so he got to travel to Canada with one of their child. And Saskatoon is a town in Canada, so they got to travel to Saskatoon, and you guys, a shege they saw, like the kind of things that immigrants go through abroad. They don't say it, but when I read this book, see, everything is in this book. I like my Jesus, hey, my all my traveling plans scattered. Like I was like, what? Crazy. And it just shows how like the African community pushes you out of your country. Like you don't have any choice, because if you stay, you are staying for what? They'll kill you, no jobs, no good pay. But I mean, I understand. See, if I'll talk about this book, I'll talk and talk. So my next very favorite book is Leave My Bones in Saskatoon. It's a very good read. Immediately I saw the title, I was like, no, I need to get this book, because so my next pick is Yinka, Where Is Your Husband? So Yinka, Where Is Your Husband? I don't know, but a lot of reviews I've read about this book didn't really give me the vibe I needed. It was written by Lizzie Damilola Blackburn. It just preaches about self-love. It just teaches you to like not be pressured. It made me really understand a whole lot of things, because so it was like Yinka and then all her friends around her were either married or in a relationship or pregnant. She had just broken up with her boyfriend of how many years. She happened to go for like her friend's baby shower, and then she met her ex with some Instagram model and all of that, and she started feeling pressured, and then her African parents were giving her pressure to get married, and she had to go on dates with people. Like, it's a Nigerian movie. Book is a good read for me. I don't know for any other person, but I personally, I enjoyed Yinka so much. And if you have read it and you enjoyed it as well, let me know. If you didn't enjoy it, let me know. So the next book for me, I think this is also beginner friendly. Don't answer when they call your name. Don't answer when they call your name gives Nigerian movie vibes. Okay, forgive me, but I'm a Nigerian movie girl, so most of the stories I read, like I just get the picture immediately. So it has a lot of traditional stuff in it. 2 villages, okay, and then one village had done something against the gods. Every time the god is angry, they pick one person from the village to go and fight for the village. Okay, so it's like they will take you to the evil forest, and then if you come back, you know that story now. My girlies that were born in the 1998s, 1999, 2000s, you guys, this story, if you have watched Egg of Life, this story gives like Egg of Life vibes. And then that, like, it's just so nice that you get to read it and you get to like imagine your own mind's eye gets to like give its own settings and just imagine. I really enjoyed reading this book. And then to the last but not the least book we are going to be talking about is The First Woman. This was the first book I read. It was just generally about women, and it's also an African writer. So it's by, The First Woman is by Jennifer Nansubuga Makumbi. The writer is from Uganda, about a little girl who was growing up without her mom. Her grandmother was the one who was taking care of her. Then she had to grow up finding out a lot of things by herself. It just showed me like the kind of things people have to go through just to find themselves, growing up without their parents, growing up without their father, their mother, just having to learn from friends, having to learn from school. This book is also a very good read, so you can get it, The First Woman. This brings me to the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, let me know. If you want a part 2 of this video, because there are a lot of books I've read. I'll continue. I'll go on and on and on and on, and I don't want this video to be long. So if you want me to do a part 2, let me know in the comment section. And if you have read any of these books and you want to give them more pepper, ginger them to buy it or ginger them to read it, please let me know in the comment section. Like, join me, let's do the summary together. Tell me the ones you've read, the ones that are very interesting to you, and if you agree with like the ones I picked as like my personal favorite. If you agree, let me know. If you don't agree, let me know in the comment section. Like, I want the comment section to be as interactive as possible, because I really want to know if you guys are reading, or if you guys really want to read, because reading is good. If there are books you think you would want me to read as well, I am trying to start reading books that are non-African. Okay, leave a comment in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video, because I am always here for you and I'll bring you every good thing. Okay, I love you guys so much, and I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye, and stay safe.